Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We pick up this challenge in quarter number 1 with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got possession in your own territory, and it's 2nd and 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Delayed give to Foster. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
For our Cowboys.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
At the 50-yard line.
A first down carry for Foster. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
They run, it's Foster. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
End of the first quarter.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. 1st and goal, Foster. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And not only is he blessed physically, this guy is the quintessential gym rat. Cannot get enough football. In fact, during his rookie season, when he was charged with being the guy who brought the food to the quarterback meetings early, and they would often start at 5 in the morning, he always beat everyone else to the building and was ready to go before the rest of the guys arrived.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The Eagle ball carrier.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Foster. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
A gain of 4. It's
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. To throw is Murray. And it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Cowboys.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And Arian Foster coming back on the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On the screen, this is Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd. About a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Right down the
and this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And he's able to put it through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on first down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Here's Wentz to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
And 15.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Deshaun.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The lone second remains now in this third quarter. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Foster. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Okay, Coach, here's the situation for this challenge. We're in the 4th quarter with over 2 minutes left on the clock. You're ahead by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their own 40. 1st and long. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello there, it's the Coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in quarter number 1 with less than 3 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the football on their 35-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
43-yard line.
Trubisky going to try and run. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team...
And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Trubisky on the keeper.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
12-yard line. A gain of 5. And a Panther first down.
Murray now. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the 2-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
This offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with a crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about.
1-yard gain.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
8-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Trubisky able to complete this one to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He may try and run for this. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Recovered by Carolina.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
looking to throw again on second down. Murray. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
At the 1-yard
that one goes for 24 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
At the Bears' 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jeremy Shockey. And the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Dan Bailey lining
You
up.
get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good, but Bailey. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, it's Taylor. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive will start with Arian Foster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Jeremy Shockey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Panthers defense gearing up as they take the field. And so far, their game plan, whatever it's been on this side of the football, working pretty well.
And I like where you went there, the game plan. You know that they spent all week watching tape, evaluating, putting together that game plan that they thought would be effective. But there's nothing like seeing it actually work on game day. What we're seeing here, wow, what a performance by them so far.
Now Trubisky on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too near.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is Second and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
First and 10.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. But I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20.
Ooh, he's running.
Touchdown, Carolina. Arian Foster, 94 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Dan Bailey lining
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now it's Patterson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over first and 10. At their own
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about your...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Derrick Henry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Murray going to run on the option. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Carolina.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Nothing here.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down 2 scores. You've got the ball on your side of the field, and it's 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
The backup Murray, his first throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 67 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention. 3 tight ends. The ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Is that it?
Touchdown, Carolina. Jeremy Shockey, 88 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Fighting through it, he's got space. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Reggie Bush, 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Josh Allen on the
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Complete.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
And the Panther.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we still get...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Reggie Bush with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And that'll just about...
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down a field goal. You've got possession in your own territory. 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. The Panther offense here. They're ready to go on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
12. 1st down, Carolina.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man here is Foster. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he comes back with one complete. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jeremy Shockey there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
I figured when Coach asked me to swing by his office, it had something to do with the injury news. Sure, life will be easier without him on the field, but your rivals tend to bring out the best of you. I was looking forward to getting the opportunity to go toe-to-toe with these guys again.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this one's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third down and 10.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out right at the 35. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as as they're able to get the third down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. As we settle in and get ready to watch the next chapter of this storied NFL rivalry unfold, you've likely noticed the lack of pregame theatrics in comparison to what we... And they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Flushed out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Open man, he's got him to tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A slant to Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
and it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get it.
Fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Packers take over.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 20. So now this
this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Steps away to his left. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. Marvin Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run go wind up netting him 33 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
On the tackle. A gain of 9.
Second and 1.
Second and 1. At the 11.
That one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down at a yard. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're looking at fourth down now in this tie ball game. They run. It's Johnson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Carry on Johnson turned away. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Fires one incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One of their best defenders. They come out of this first meeting with a win, and partner, they'll head into next week and certainly their next meeting against their rival as well with a lot of confidence.
This was a game that had been circled on my calendar all year long. Going up against two legitimate defensive superstars in a rivalry game? If that kind of challenge can't get you up for a game, what will? I knew there was probably no right answer to this question. We were dealing with two all-pro caliber players, but I knew what my rival was going to bring to the table every time we stepped on the field.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 7.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Now, this is the second meeting of the season between these two division rivals. And as was the case earlier in the year, there seems to be a more reserved and serious approach from both of these teams heading into this late season matchup than we saw last year.
Yeah, I think maybe the coaches have had enough of the social media antics going into this game. From what we heard this week, they went old school and said, let's just cut this nonsense out. And to be clear, this rivalry has never needed all that off-field noise. Plenty of history between these two franchises. And this year especially, we know we don't need anything distracting us from the fact that both of these teams look like they could be Super Bowl contenders. Let's just go play the game.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Packers' 40-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Lions.
Back to throw here. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Gain of 12. First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
His pass caught at the 4.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Eluding the pressure, and he takes this one in for a Lions.